Pincus, and I'm acting. Aha. Now we can start. Mr. Kelly, you're with us, right? Our court reporter. The hearings are transcribed. There's a record being made of everything that's said in these hearings today. It's preserved in case someone wants to take an appeal. As I said, I'm acting chair. And before we start hearing any procedural matters, I would ask each of the board members to introduce themselves.
Yeah, he's on. No, sorry. I'm Steve Pettit, board member.
Roger S. Tennant, Senior Board Member.
Edward Jackson, board member.
And I don't see, we have someone who's been ill. She's not here today. All right. So we do have a quorum and we have a legal counsel.
Lynn Huber, Board Counsel.
Thanks.
Gabrielle Legendre, Board Administrator.
I think that covers everyone. So who is handling the list?
Good afternoon, members of the board. My name is Thomas Guliuzza. I'll be handling the list for the city today.
Good afternoon, Mr. Galuzza.
To start, matter number 1 on the list, the appeal number is 39757, property address 6701 Old York Road, and the appellant Javier Gunn. This matter is moot.
All right, thank you.
To number 3 on the list, this is HA 2021-000601 concerning 4739 North Broad Street. Appellant Joseph Rispo, doing business as David Geppert Recycling, Inc., moot.
Thank you.
Number 4 on the list, HA 2021-000754, 455 North 50th Street, SJS Holdings, LLC. This matter was withdrawn by the appellant. Number 5, HA 2021-000934, 389 East Cliveden Street, Barron, Holland. This matter is moot.
Thank you.
Number 7 on our list, HA 2021-001650, concerning 2018 through 32 Walnut Street, Alvin Belden, moot.
I'm sorry, what did you say? That
Apologies, that matter is moot.
moot. Thank you.
Number 14 on our list, HA 2024-005286, concerning 2955 North 22nd Street, Navpreet Singh. This matter is moot.
Thank you.
Number 19 on today's list, HA 2024-005326, concerning 1939 West Chew Avenue, Mary Nee. This matter is moot.
Thank you.
Number 21, HA 2024-005331, concerning 715 South 52nd Street, Jameda and Adosh Biru. This matter is moot.
Thank you.
Number 23, HA 2024-005351, or yes, 5351, 6059 Ogons Avenue, Shalana Ferguson, doing business as Future Scholars Daycare, LLC. This matter is moot.
Thank you.
Number 28, this is HA 2025-000018 at 1735 North Taney Street. Veronica Cinto, this matter is moot.
Thank you.
HA 2025-000044, that's number 32 on today's list, 9855 through 89 Bustleton Avenue, Bel Air Center LP. This matter is moot.
Thank you.
Number 35 on today's list, HA 000057 concerning 5126 Germantown Avenue. Sharon Harvey Esquire is the appellant. This matter is moot.
Thank you.
All right.
Excuse me, Ms. Harvey, is that you? Was, all right, just wanted to make sure on the record that you're,
I'm Sharon Harvey. I represent the appellant, Walter Hudson Family Trust.
well, unfortunately, I don't know whether our reporter heard you or not.
I did not, Mr. Chairman.
Mr. Kelly, did you hear that?
No, Chair, I did not.
Could you just please introduce yourself one more time?
Good afternoon. My name is Sharon Harvey. I'm an attorney with Harper, Paul and Harvey. I represent the appellant, Walter Hudson Family Trust, and the trustee, Betsy Harrison.
Very good, and you're satisfied that the matter is now moot? It's
Yes,
been-
Your Honor.
been resolved.
Mr.
Very
Chair,
good.
thank you.
Thank you for coming in.
All right. Next matter on the list is number 37. That is HA 2025-000085, 3727 Bering Street, Sunshine Properties Bering LLC. This matter is moot.
Thank you.
Number 38 on the list, HA 2025-000086. Once again, 3727 Bering Street and Sunshine Properties Bering LLC. This matter is moot.
Thank you.
Number 39 on our list, HA 2025-000090 concerning 201 South 60th Street, appellant Theodore Marvdris. This matter is moot.
Thank you.
Number 41 on today's list, HA 2025-000131 concerning 322 East Albinus Street, appellant Ruslan Nikon. This matter is moot.
Thank you.
Number 43 on today's list, HA 2025-000163, 8614 Temple Road, appellant Daisy Codgel. This matter is moot.
Thank you.
Number 44 on today's list, HA 2025-000190, property address 8575 Torresdale Avenue, appellant Joseph Smith. This matter is moot.
Thank you.
Number 46 on today's list, HA 2025-000224, 714 South Ithan Street, the appellant James Alaya. This matter is moot.
Thank you.
Number 47 on today's list, HA 2025-000227, 3375 Coral Street, appellant Gary Maglin. This matter is moot.
Thank you.
And number 50, HA 2025-000245, 3808 Haverford Ave, Tamika Ingram. This matter is moot.
Thank you, Mr. Galitza.
You're welcome.
I said that correctly. I hope we're close to correctly.
Close, but it's okay.
Are there any other administrative matters that are not contested that the city wants to present? Is there matters that the city has resolved or there is no contest?
I have a continuance request.
Good afternoon, Board. This is Christopher Johnson for the City of Philadelphia.
Good
I would-
afternoon, Mr. Johnson.
I'd like to call your attention to the matter that is number 13 on today's list, Appeal HA 2024 005248, 7601 Ogons Avenue, the appeal of Ms. Joan Jenkins. And Ms. Jenkins has appeared here today on her own behalf.
I see. And there's an administrative resolution of the matter?
Yes.
Ms. Jenkins, have a seat. Make sure the microphone is turned on. Should be a little green light on it.
I see it.
Okay. Bring it as close to you as you can. You can move this. There you go. Ms.
Board, this is a appeal that was related to the property at 70 601 Ogontz Avenue. Ms. Jenkins runs an internet cafe there. The violation was related to the zoning permit. We've agreed to resolve the matter as city affirmed with a 6-month stay of enforcement. Ms. Jenkins is going to be obtaining a new zoning permit and a new use registration permit.
The agreement is city affirmed with a 6-month stay of enforcement. Is that your understanding, Ms. Jenkins?
Yes, sir, that is.
Let me just swear you in if you don't mind. Would you raise your right hand? Do you swear or affirm the statements you give today will be the whole truth and nothing but the truth?
Yes, sir,
All right, you are Joan Jenkins,
that is correct.
and you have an agreement with Mr. Johnson for, in behalf of the city?
That is correct.
And it's city will affirm in the judgment, and there's 6 months stay of any enforcement activity while you pursue the necessary zoning application.
Oh, yes, sir.
Very good. Very good.
That's it.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Anything else, Mr. Johnson?
Yes,
Okay.
there are 3 matters that I'd like to call attention to. These are numbers 29, 30, and 31 on the list. They're all related to site violation notices that were issued regarding a trash pile in the rear of 1500 Chestnut Street.
Yes, sir.
So there are 3, I believe there are 3 appellants who are either in the room with us or on the Zoom. The city is going to ask that these be marked as moot. The city has rescinded the fines and believe the matter should be resolved as moot.
All right, so we have Mary Mazzola, is that you're sitting here in the hearing room. Could you step forward and have a seat? I don't think we're going to take any testimony because the city said that it's mooting the matter, which means there's no further enforcement activity. You're just here to make sure that that is in fact what's happening.
Yes.
Okay. And do we have Claudia Pear, P-A-R-E? Is she present online?
Hi, I'm on your online.
She's here on a phone line. Okay, oh, I see her picture, yeah. All right, so again, we're here because the city is saying it's not pursuing the matter, it's mooted the violations. But since you're here, we just want you to confirm that this will be your understanding as well.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah,
There should be a Noel star.
Noel Star.
I'm here. Thank you very much.
All right, very good. So the city has made, has decided to moot these violations, remove the fines, and the matter will be marked on our calendar as moot. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Johnson. Good afternoon, Mr. Fernandez.
Good afternoon, Mr. Acting Chairman. Good afternoon, members of the board. I'd like to call your attention first to matter number 11 on the list, the appeal ending in 3843, address 2226 Spruce Street, appellant James Harrison / Gareth Clark. I just wanted to confirm the attorney for this appellant withdrew the appeal. I wanted to make sure that the board was aware of that. It was communicated to board administration, I believe, yesterday.
Yes, it's my understanding. We did receive notification. So is Miss O'Neill here or is she not here today?
I don't believe she's here. She might be online. But I wouldn't be surprised if she,
All right, but
Didn't think it was
you've
necessary.
agreed to withdraw the matter.
absolutely, yes.
She's familiar with our procedure, so.
Yes.
All right, and you are Will Fernandez, just.
I apologize for skipping that. Yes, Will Fernandez for the City of Philadelphia, last name Fernandez. Calling your attention next to number 22 on the list, appeal number ending 5350, address 1913 North 54th Street, appellant 1913 North 54th Street LLC. The appellant's attorney, Stacy Philopoulos, submitted a continuance request. I didn't oppose it since it was a first listing. This was continued administratively. Again, wanted to make sure that this was off the list for today due to that continuance having been granted.
We are aware of the request and will grant it. Is Mr. or Ms., excuse me, Philopoulos present?
I think she had a very valid reason to not be, the reason for her continuance was her unavailability.
Fine,
And so,
conflict. That's fine. All right, as long as the city's agreeable. It's a food license, so hopefully the continuance won't present any danger or health situation.
no, it should not.
Very good. Can mark the case continued.
Next on the list, to call your attention to matter number 27, appeal number ending 5362, address 5721 North Second Street, appellant Anita Sem. I wanted to ask first, is Ms. Sem with us today? I tried reaching out to her, but wasn't able to make contact. Okay. Given her lack of appearance, I'll hold off on anything and ask that this matter be dismissed when it's called during the normal call of the list.
Very good.
Finally, number 42 on the list, appeal number ending 0133, address 7800 Ridge Avenue, appellant Trinetra Realty Holdings, represented by Simon Randall. In this matter, I was just able to make contact with Mr. Randall earlier this morning. After speaking with him, we were in agreement that a reinspection is needed. In short, this involves violations at a gas station that at least once upon a time had auto repairs occurring. The city alleges without the required license. We haven't verified it yet, but it appears very possible that this gas station is just completely out of business now. And so I have put the assigned inspector in touch with Mr. Randall, and we will be conducting a reinspection to verify that that is the case and hopefully make these violations moot. We didn't have time to do that ahead of today, of course. And so after speaking with Mr. Randall, I submitted a continuance request to board administration with Mr. Randall copied. I think I presented it as a joint request. Doesn't really matter. It can be styled as a city request unopposed if the board prefers. But we're hopeful that this will be resolved prior to the next listing if the board does indeed grant that continuance.
All right, so we can mark it continued. It's an intent to cease, but it doesn't sound like it involves a life-threatening or safety condition. So
That's
we'll
correct.
have it continued while you get the property, LNI gets the property re-inspected.
Thank you.
Very good.
That concludes my administrative matters for now.
Very good, Mr. Fernandez.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Good afternoon, Mr. Rulo. Please introduce yourself for the record.
Good afternoon, board members. Michael Rulo, RULLO, on behalf of the city. I have one preliminary matter. I just wanted to confirm that number 24, appeal ending 005, 357, 5651 High School Street. And it is Mahmoud Jabarin, doing business as Seventh Heavens Investment Corp. I received a continuance request that I was not going to oppose, I believe on yesterday, due to some medical issues that the principal was having. So obviously did not oppose that. I, A, wanted to confirm that it was being granted, and then B, this is a corporate entity ultimately without an attorney. So I'm wondering if it's possible to have that communicated. I can separately do so, but I do think that that communication does need to come from the board as well. I'm just hoping that we don't have to come back here
Okay, thank
for
you.
second listing and then have the same continuance because of lack of an attorney.
So what your one is, there was a medical issue regarding the appellant and you don't object to continuing it for that reason. But on the other, as a secondary issue, it is a corporation and it needs counsel, and you will communicate that to the appellant?
I will communicate that. I do think that technically that needs to be an instruction from the board as well.
We can do that as well. So we will also send a notice out for,
Lynn Riddle, Huber Board Council, you can just announce it right now that if this is going to be, it's continued and at the next hearing that the appellant must have counsel.
all right. So
Okay. I the only thing with that, I'm not sure I will communicate that and let the appellant know that the board has stated that on the record as well. But
But it's in
Um,
it's in the notice that he received.
Yes, I just
so
wanted to
it's
note,
not
yeah.
like he or she didn't know. So-
And you'll make sure you talk the
Yes,
appellant.
so I will put that in email in response to the board's email that it received regarding the continuance, just so it's on the record as well there.
Very good. That's it for the moment?
Yes.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Rulo. Ms. Aquino, please introduce yourself for the record.
Good afternoon, board members. This is Mari Aquino on behalf of the city, AQUINO. So this is regarding an uncontested continuance request on number 46 on today's list, appeal ending 000224 at 714 South Ithan Street.
We've already at least
I'm
marked
sorry.
that.
I need to correct that. That's number 48 on today's list.
Okay,
Yeah, Mr. Joshua Horvitz did submit a continuance request in advance of today's hearing. Has that already been administratively continued?
it has not.
Okay. I believe Mr. Horvitz is on the call today.
Mr. Horvitz, are you there?
Yes, Mr. Chairman, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. There's been a request to continue the matter. Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct.
City?
The city has no objection.
And it's an intent to cease. Do we have any serious safety or health issues involved here?
No.
All right. Oh, and thank you. Mr. Horwitz, would you please, let's get your name and address on the record, please, as the attorney.
Of course, Joshua Horvitz of Buchanan, Ingersoll and Rooney, 50 South 16th Street, Suite 3200, Philadelphia, PA 19106, on behalf of the appellant, Reworld Philadelphia Transfer LLC.
Very good. All right, we'll continue the matter.
Thank you. That's all for me.
Thank you, Mr. Horvitz.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Aquino. Any further matters from the city that have been administratively resolved? Is there anyone who's on from the city who's remote? I don't see that on my screen. All right. Ms. Rudel-Lieber, do you have anything that we should go back and review?
Yes.
All right, so what we're going to do is go into a brief executive session for some other additional administrative matters, and hopefully be back within 10 minutes. We're back on record for the Board of License and Inspection Review for October the 21st.
Mr. Pincus, is Mr. Kelly okay?
Mr.
reporter,
Kelly,
make
that's
sure.
why I think it said recording in progress. Aha.
No, no. Yeah,
That's
just make
not
sure. it's
Mr.
okay.
Kelly. Mr. Kelly, are you?
Yeah, he is. Okay,
Yes,
just-
yes, Chair, we are on the record. Thank you.
All right, we're on the record. Again, it's the Board of License and Inspection Review hearings of October the 21st, 2025. We're back to go through and hear the cases. I'm Ralph Pincus. I'm the acting chair for today, and there's a chance I will be acting chair again on Thursday. With that, we have a number of issues that we'd like to try to address before we start hearing the cases. They're either preliminary or administrative. So having gone through the list once, let me go through the ones that we have some questions about. The first one is case number 6. Case ending in 001604, Mr. Johnson, 4528 Green Street. The appellant is Luvan Williams. Our information is that the appeal was filed, the violation notice is dated February 25, 2020, 2024, 2021. And the appeal was filed on April the 12th of 2021. There is an attorney listed for this matter, Mr. Anastasio, who has been before this board in the past.
Yes, Christopher Johnson for the city. I reached out to Mr. Anastasio and his associate, Mr. Cook, Harry Cook, yesterday, or maybe it was at the end of last week. Mr. Cook emailed me back indicating that they don't currently represent the appellant here. I advised that if no one appeared here today, then it would likely be dismissed. The city does contend that it was untimely filed. And also, this is, again, 4.5 years ago when the appeal was filed. The matter should be dismissed for failure to appear.
Well, let's call for Mr. Luvan Williams. Is Luvan Williams present? The address of the property is 4528 Green Street. I'm not getting a response. You've asked for the case to be dismissed, Mr. Johnson.
Appellants in this matter listed 4528 Green Street, Philadelphia, PA on their appeal application, as well as the attorney's information. Notice of today's hearing was sent to that same address on September 3rd, 2025, as well as to the attorney's office on Walnut Street.
Very good. Mr. Pettit, do you have the time?
Time is 1:34 PM.
All right. we'll
Mr.
vote the-
Pincus, you should probably call the number, though. I don't know if that's on the
All right,
record.
let me call it just to be sure. Case number 6, HA 2021-001-604, 4528 Green Street, Levon Williams. We did not receive a response when it was called. Therefore, I would, Mr. Johnson has requested, and I will vote to dismiss it for failure to appear.
Dismissed for failure to appear.
Dismissed for failure to appear.
Dismissed for failure to appear.
All right, that concludes this matter.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Let's see, we have, just in case you're the next on my list here. Next is number 12. HA 2024-003854, Ogden, 4844 Ogden Street. Mr.
Good afternoon, board members. Michael Rulo on behalf of the city.
All
Um,
right, let's call the case again from the city.
This is case number 12, HA 2024-003854 for 4844 Ogden Street, Mary Buffalo doing business as Fred Buffalo Jr.
And we have a record, Mr. Rulo, that there was an issue of standing when this matter was considered and it was continued.
Yes, so just as an update on that, so first off, your recollection is correct that if this did proceed today, the board was going to require that there be a power of attorney form, since there had been none provided, as the property is in the name of the second individual, not the individual who filed the appeal.
Well, hold on, let's make sure, see if anyone's present.
Excuse
involved.
me, I got ahead of myself there.
All right, is Mary Buffalo or Fred Buffalo present? Let's call it again.
This is case number 12, HA 2024-003854 for 4844 Ogden Street, Mary Buffalo doing business as Fred Buffalo Jr.
Once again, it is either Mr. or Ms. Buffalo present. Property address 4844 Ogden Street.
And if, just so the record is clear on this point, I did have conversations with Ms. Buffalo after the last hearing and indicated that if she paid the underlying bill that was part of this clip case, that she could withdraw it or we could contest it today. My understanding is that she did not withdraw it. I attempted to call her this morning to determine if she was going to call it, and she did not pick up. So, at this stage, if she's not here, then we're going to just request that the matter be dismissed for want of appearance.
Okay, well, we've called the case. We've not received a response. You've made reasonable efforts, it sounds like, to resolve it.
Appellants in this matter listed 5235 Beaumont Ave, Philadelphia, PA on their appeal application. Notice of today's hearing was sent to that same address on September 3rd, 2025.
Very good. What time do you have, Mr. Pettit?
1:38 PM.
All right, my vote will be your request is to have the matter dismissed. Is that correct, Mr. Rulo?
Yes.
My vote is to dismiss the matter for failure to appear.
Dismiss for failure to appear.
Dismiss for failure to appear.
Dismiss for failure to appear.
Very good, thank
And
you.
If I may, since I'm up here,
Yes.
there was a number 9, there was an issue of counsel, and it's been continued multiple times. I'm not sure if that has been addressed already.
Well, no, we have it listed as third case and third hearing, and it must be heard on number 9.
Yes, so as I believe the board can see, there's been no attorney that was entered in on the matter. I did have a conversation with an attorney who has informed me that they still have not been retained. And that was Mr. Edward McHugh. I spoke with him this morning. I did advise that since this is the third listing, that someone would need to appear and that I was not sure if the board would grant the continuance. He advised me that he had told his client to appear today. I do not see that individual here. So that is the procedural status of it.
Let's call the case. Then let's just make sure, did we have that as a record that it needed an attorney?
Yes, but at our former hearing, I don't have the date for it, but it was indicated that the attorney was Mr. McHugh. I believe he appeared and
just-
said he was the attorney, and we continued it because of that, I believe.
So
Yeah.
what I was told this morning, and I can forward that email to the board as well, is that he has still not been formally retained and he was unavailable for today's hearing. I can forward a copy of that email now. So, I told Mr. McHugh, I was upfront, since this is the third hearing, he's still not been retained. I could not agree to a continuance, and if no one appeared, I'd be asking for it to be dismissed for want of appearance.
Very
So
good.
I'm just.
I am here.
Oh,
Oh, sorry. My name is Rich Fattori. I'm sorry.
Oh, wait, so this is case number 9. Mr. Fattori, you said you're here?
Yeah. he's
I
here.
I am. I'm obviously my
Right,
counsel is not, but
see.
I am here.
Very good, but do you have a lawyer representing you at this hearing today?
I was not today. Edward McHugh could not make it. This is,
Let
I
me
guess, a little
swear
new
you
to
in
me.
first. Let me swear you in. Would you raise your right hand?
Yes.
And do you swear or affirm that the testimony you give today will be the truth and nothing but the truth?
Yes, I do.
All right. Well, you've been on notice. This is the third listing for this appeal. And you've been told twice now, and once at one of the hearings, I believe you had an attorney. Mr. Rulo has just stated that he spoke to your attorney who said he hasn't been retained. So our policy is that if a matter's been appealed, it's in your interest to be able to proceed with your appeal. We've given you 3 opportunities to have an attorney. Your notice for today's hearing states very clearly in the notice, if you're an LLC or a corporation, you must be represented by counsel. And you've now been before us. This matter has come up 3 times and you don't have an attorney today.
I understand, and I apologize. I thought he was my counsel. That's where
Well,
my
he
little
said he's
confusion
not
is,
your
but I
counsel.
understand it's on me.
So he said he's not your, Mr. Rulo?
I have forwarded the email that I received from Mr. McHugh today, which the third sentence says, Rich Fattori has not officially retained me. I'm not trying to interfere in those. That is between Mr. Fattori and Mr. McHugh. I'm not trying to represent anything. It's just from my
Your
position, there is no
information is-
attorney here. It is the third listing. I just don't have, I can't consent to a continuance.
All right, and at the last
I understand.
hearing, we also noted that the matter must be heard. So under the circumstances you're present, you're not represented by counsel. You've appealed the matter, but you failed to properly pursue it.
Okay.
Do we vote the case or do we just dismiss it? I think we
Dismiss it.
vote to dismiss it because you failed to be properly represented at the hearing.
Okay,
All right, so.
I understand.
Request, Mr. Rulo.
Yes,
You'd ask that the matter be dismissed?
I would. It's, as you just said, communicated, it's the third listing. There's still no attorney. We've done this multiple times. Pardon for the,
All right, so my vote will be to dismiss the appeal for failure to be properly represented, notwithstanding 3 opportunities to do so. To dismiss the case, dismiss the appeal.
Dismiss, and I concur with the chairman.
Dismiss, and I concur with the chairman.
Dismissed, and I concur with the chairman.
Very good. I'm sorry, Mr. Fattori. The matter has, we've decided and voted to dismiss your appeal.
Okay, I understand. And I appreciate all your help.
Very good. Have a good day.
You too.
The next matter on our list for administrative clarification is number 12. We did that. We dismissed it. I apologize. Number 15, we have an issue as to whether that needs legal counsel. Counsel?
Good afternoon, members of the board. Lee Bagelman on behalf of the city. Was this matter not raised in preliminary matters? There's an agreement in this case.
You have no agreement? No, but
Okay.
the issue is whether this is a corporation needing.
I apologize. It was supposed to be read in preliminary matters. There's already an agreement with appellant. It is a city affirmed with a 90-day stay of enforcement.
So well, let's call the case again, number 15.
Yep, this should be case number 15, HA 2024-005290 for 29 South 60th Street, Nidisha Williams.
Doing business as a corporate entity, is that your understanding, Mr. Bagelman?
That's my understanding, yes.
All right, and the agreement, there's an agreement, city affirmed
With a 90-day stay of enforcement.
with a 90-day stay. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
So the next, don't leave because you might be the next administrative matter, which is number 17.
I am.
Okay,
Would you call number 17, please?
Case number 17 on today's list, HA 2024-005311 for 7221 Frankfurt Ave, Adil Ali.
So before we raise the issue, is there an agreement on this one?
There is not, no.
All right.
My
is it-
colleague, Mr. Rezurik, has attempted to reach the appellant and has not been able to.
Is the appellant an LLC according to your information or not?
That's one of the issues we've been having is that we're unclear who exactly the appellant is. The
Well, then
property.
Let's wait and see who's here. Someone here, is Adil Ali present? Adil Ali, ALI, for the property at 7221 Frankfurt Avenue. Anyone present? Let's confirm service.
Appellants in this matter listed 6420 Frankfurt Ave, Philadelphia, PA on their appeal application. Notice of today's hearing was sent to that same mailing address on September 3rd, 2025.
And we have no one present representing the appellant today. So, Mr. Bagelman, what would your request be?
The city would request that this be dismissed for failure to appear.
What time do we have, Mr. Pettit?
1:46 PM.
1:46 PM. My vote is to dismiss for failure to appear.
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 Thank you. That resolves this one. But don't leave, Mr. Bagelman. The next one that we have a question on is case number 20.
That is not me.
Mr. Johnson.
Good afternoon, Board.
Good afternoon again.
Christopher Johnson from the City of Philadelphia.
Let's call the case.
Case 20 on today's list, HA 2024-005330 for 9 South 60th Street, Giant Communications Group LLC.
Is there anyone here representing the property at 9 South 60th Street, Giant Communications Group LLC? Anyone present? So that resolves our issue of whether or not council has been retained.
And there was an additional preliminary issue with regard to this. I know the appeal was filed on behalf of Giant Communications Group LLC. The notice of violation was issued to Metro by T-Mobile operator Shahrukh, neither of which are the same as Giant Communications Group. Nonetheless, since no one has appeared, the city is going to be asking that it be marked as dismissed for failure to appear.
Let's check on service.
Appellants in this matter listed 1808 North Franklin Street, Tampa, Florida, on their appeal application. Notice of today's hearing was sent to that same address on September 3rd, 2025.
Maybe an issue of an LLC in different locations, different ownership, but they're not here. What time do we have, Mr. Pettit?
1:48 PM.
All right, your request again, Mr. Johnson?
The city is moving the board to mark this matter as dismissed for failure to appear.
My vote is to dismiss for failure to appear.
Dismissed for failure to appear.
Dismissed for failure to appear.
Dismissed for failure to appear.
Thank you. That concludes my business today.
Thank you. The next matter that we have an administrative issue on is number 33. And we call number 33.
That would be case number 33 HA 2025-000046 for 334 through 76 East Price Street, Jaling Dan.
Represented by Rachel Pritzker Esquire.
Adam Pritzker here for Pritzker Law Group, Mr. Chairman.
This is Lee Bagelman for the city of Philadelphia. This is another agreement I thought was going to be raised earlier, so I'll read that in my other, I'll also read in the other matters that I have agreements on, just in case they were not read
All right, so
previously.
Wait, let's get Mr. Pritzker on the record only because the appeal lists Rachel Pritzker, your counsel in this matter today, is that correct?
Correct.
Of the same firm, correct?
Of the same firm, yes.
All right. And Mr. Bagelman, you were saying?
We have an agreement. This has been for a city of firm with a 30-day stay of enforcement. That agreement's been executed by Mr. Pritzker. We also have an agreement on the next matter once this one is taken care of.
Is this an agreement, city of firm, 30-day stay?
That is correct.
All right. Is that your understanding, Mr. Pritzker?
That is my understanding, Mr. Chairman.
All right. I mean, we have information that there was an underlying zoning case that may have been resolved. All right, that's fine.
I believe some
proceed.
violations have been resolved or they're working
All
towards
right, we'll
full
proceed with the
compliance.
city of firm 30-day stay on case number 33. Let's call number 44.
You mean
34.
34, I'm sorry.
Yep, case number 34, HA 2025-000049 for 188 East Sharpnack Street, Ken Mosley.
And Mr. Pritzker is here on record, and Mr. Bagelman, you've represented, there's an agreement on this case as well.
Yes, this is an agreement, city of firm with a 60-day stay of enforcement.
City of firm, 60-day stay of enforcement. Very good. Thank you.
I just have one additional agreement. I'm not sure if it's been read in earlier, if we can do that one, just in case it's not.
No, I don't think we had any agreements for it. Tell
Okay.
us which case it is.
It's case number 45.
No, we didn't have anything read.
We did
Okay.
not.
Case number 45, appeal number ending in 0213. The address is 916 East Woodlawn Street. Appellant Elisane, Elisane Barton. And this is an agreement for a city of firm with a 90-day stay of enforcement.
Agreement, city of firm, 90-day stay. Case number 45. That was one of our questions. We have several others, but Let's go back and call them in order, okay?
Thank you.
Thank you. Next on my list is number 36. Let me do 36. 36. Not so easy.
Yes, Lee Bagelman, on behalf of the city, it's my understanding this appeal was withdrawn by the appellant.
Oh. Let's see what the.
That
city
was
says.
not read into the record before.
Okay,
36 is noted as withdrawn.
yeah, there's a document on the meeting item on our clips. I did not receive that email, but it looks like the board received that.
Okay, 36. So let's move on to 40. Number 40. Let's call that one.
Case number 40 on today's list, HA 2025-000113 for 2846 through 48 North 22nd Street, Diamond Properties LLC.
Is there anyone present? Let's see, the city has counsel.
Michael Rulo on behalf of the city.
Number 40, case number involving 2846 to 48 North 22nd Street, Diamond Properties LLC. Is there anyone present? Anyone present for Diamond Properties LLC, 2846 to 48 North 22nd Street? Let's confirm.
With no response, though, the appellants did withdraw this appeal.
Did the city know that?
I did not know that until
Okay.
this moment.
Do you have any objection, Mr. Rulo?
I have no objection whatsoever.
We'll mark the file as withdrawn.
That was another reason we had to
The
call
appeal
it.
is
We didn't know you
withdrawn.
did.
All right, so that takes us down to number 49 and 51, where we have administrative issues. Case number 49, is there anyone present? Let's call the case.
Good afternoon, members of the board. Thomas Guyutza for the city.
All right, hold on, Mr. Galuzzo, let's call the case.
Oh, sure.
Starting with number 49, HA 2025-000240 for 808 East Madison Street, Ali Jabaran.
Is there anyone present on the appeal for 808 East Madison Street, Ali Jabaran?
Yes.
I see, Mr. Jabaran. Okay, we have an issue here as to the filing of your appeal in this matter.
Mr. Pincus, you should probably swear him in.
Oh, you're right. Let me swear you in, Mr. Jabaran. You raise
Sure.
your right hand, please. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you give today will be the whole truth and nothing but the truth?
Yes, I do.
Okay, so the first issue is one of whether
I'm
or
sorry,
not-
Mr. Pincus, can he spell his first name and last name for the court reporter?
Thank you.
Sure. Ali, A-L-I, last name Jabarin.
And pronounce it again, please, your last name?
Oh, Jabarin.
Jabaran, okay. All right, Mr. Jabaran, we have an issue with respect to the timeliness of your appeal. Mr. Galitza, unless you don't object.
Yeah. Well, the city actually has come to an agreement with Mr. Jabaran during the brief recess that the board had. So if I could read that agreement into the record, I think it would
Sure.
resolve this issue.
Sure.
The city is going to be, we have a city affirm with a 4-month stay of enforcement in this matter. And that should resolve any underlying issues.
All right, city affirm with a 4-month stay. Is that your understanding, Mr. Jabaran?
Yes.
All right, very good. We'll mark that matter as resolved for the moment. We have one more case with a similar issue of timeliness. Case number 51. Would you call that, are you the counsel? on
I
that?
am the counsel for that
Very
one,
good.
yes.
Case number 51 on today's list, HA 2025-000251 for 52 North 60th Street, Gwendolyn Taylor.
Ms. Taylor, Gwendolyn Taylor, are you present for the property at 52 North 60th Street? Gwendolyn Taylor? Did not receive a response?
There is somebody labeled Gwendolyn T, but it does not appear, I've not heard them say anything.
Thank you. Let's see here. Gwendolyn T. Gwendolyn Taylor, we see your name on our screen. We see a Gwendolyn T. Are you hearing your name being called, Gwendolyn T? Well, let's let her, let's wait and go through the list and
Sure
see
thing.
whether that person is still here when we go through the list. All right, there's an issue of timeliness. Is that correct, Mr. Galitza?
There was, yes.
And the city intends to raise it?
Yes, we do.
Okay, thank you. Let's go to the top of the list, I guess.
That should bring us back to case number 2 on today's list, HA 2020-001839 for 2839 Kip Street, Gina Battaglini.
Good afternoon, Maria Aquino on behalf of the city.
Good afternoon again, Ms. Aquino. Is there anyone present? Gina Battaglini? Gina Battaglini, 2839 Kip Street. Anyone present?
Appellants in this matter listed PO Box 745 in Turnersville, New Jersey on their appeal application. Notice of today's hearing went to that same mailing address on September 3rd, 2025.
And Mr. Pettit, what time do you have?
1:59 PM.
All right, Ms. Aquino, what would your request be at this time?
The city requests that the appeal be dismissed for failure to appear.
Okay, my vote is to dismiss for failure to appear.
Dismissed for failure to appear.
Dismissed for failure to appear.
Dismissed for failure to appear.
I would note that my file note says that this is also the second listing for this matter. So it's been dismissed.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Moving to number 8 on today's list, HA 2024-001495 for 2729 West Huntington Park Ave, Vendant Bot, Vedant Bhatt.
Vendabat, Venda Bot, Bhatt, 2729 West Hunting Park Avenue. Are you present, and do we have a city solicitor present? Number 8.
And then Bot, Bhatt.
Let me contact the attorney. I don't, that's representing the city in the matter.
All
Just
right,
one second.
Let's go on to the next matter. We'll come back to number 8.
That should bring us to number 10 on today's list, HA 2024-003809 for 7344 Frankfurt Ave, Richard and Angela Costigan.
Richard and Angela Costigan.
Hello.
Mr. Fernandez is handling that. Let me see if he's in the hallway.
Okay, thank you. I don't know, that's not this. Yeah, that's the city. All right, do we don't have an attorney from, Mr. Fernandez. We just called case number 10. We also called number 8. Are you the attorney on number 8 as well?
I am not. I am the attorney on number 10. I am waiting to hear back. I think I should hear back in the next few minutes from the inspector on an issue that was just raised to me by the appellant for number 10. So if that could be held for just a few minutes, if there's another matter ready to go, it would be.
We'll go. All right.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right, so we'll wait on that one and we'll call the next case.
Yeah, that should bring us to number 16 on today's list, HA 2024-005298 for 5640 Apple Tree Street, Muzamil Elhag, Muzamil, last name Elhag.
Number 16, Mr. Rulo. All
Michael
right, this is-
Rulo on behalf of the city of Philadelphia.
All right, Muzamil Elhag, that last name is spelled Elhag. The address is 5640 Apple Tree Street. Anyone present?
Yes, you are. Yes, Mr. Chairman.
right.
Yes, I'm here.
You're here. Very good. Let's proceed, Mr. Would you pronounce your last name, please? Mr. Elhag, am I saying it correct?
Elhag. Yes, Elhag, yes.
Okay. Just give me a moment, please. Can I swear you in? Are you in a vehicle, sir?
Yeah, I'm an Uber driver, you know. I'm
Sorry,
doing
I'm not hearing you clearly.
Okay, I just closed my window. Yeah, I'm an Uber driver.
Well, are you driving with a customer in your car?
No, I'm you
right.
know, I
Are-
turn
are
off
you
my
able to
application,
stop?
so
Are
you know
you
I
able
can
to
finish.
pull over and stop?
I'm in the parking right now. I'm parking inside in the street.
All right, will you tell us when you're stopped? All right, we don't want to have an
I'm
accident.
already stopped. I'm already parked
Very
on the
good.
side of the street.
Very
Yeah.
good. Would you raise your right hand, please?
Yes, Mr.
Do
Chairman.
you swear or affirm that the testimony you give today will be the whole truth and nothing but the truth?
Yes, Mr. Chairman.
Very good. All right, Mr. Rulo, let us proceed with the case.
Mr. Pincus, if he can
Yes.
just spell his name for the record for the court reporter.
Okay, thank you. Would you spell your name again, Mr. Elhag? Your last name?
My first name Muzamil. Last name Elhag.
And are you the owner of 5640 Apple Tree Street?
Yes, Mr. Chairman.
Are you the sole owner or is there another owner?
No, I'm the only owner.
Very good, okay. Let's proceed with Mr. Rulo.
Yes, board members, and I'll just provide a brief overview. This concerns, as you noted, the property located at 5640 Apple Tree Street. In December of 2024, the city conducted an inspection, determined that the property was being used as a rental, that there was no rental license, and issued a site violation notice for $300. So we would be asking for that violation to be affirmed at this time. So with that, I will call for the city's inspector, Inspector Jamal Tucker, if he can be sworn in, please.
Mr. Tucker, could you raise your right hand, please? Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you give today will be the whole truth and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Very good. You may have to move this microphone closer. Say that again so that our court.
Yes.
report- Thank you.
And Inspector Tucker, what's your position with the Department of License and Inspections?
I am a property maintenance inspector.
And are you familiar with the property located at 5640 Apple Tree Street?
Only due to reinspection.
And so you've reviewed the files for that property, correct?
Yes.
Okay, with the board's permission, could I share my screen?
Yes.
I'll zoom in here just 1 second. Doesn't want to zoom in. Sorry, 1 second. Inspector Tucker, what is this document?
That is a site violation notice.
And is that obtained from the city's Eclipse database?
Yes.
And what property is this notice for?
53, I mean, no. What's the address on there? Oh, okay, yes, 5640 Apple Tree Street.
And can you tell the board what this notice cited the owner for?
This notice cited the owner for not having a renter's license at the time of renting.
And this is, the date of this notice is December 9th, 2024?
Yes,
And when you reviewed the property records, did you see any history of a rental license for this property?
recently acquired.
But prior to that, prior to the date of this notice, was there any record of a rental license?
Not to my knowledge.
Was there any record of a vacant property license?
No.
Turn down to the next photographs here. Is this a photo of the front of the property?
Yes.
And this was taken at the first inspection?
I don't know. I didn't do the initial inspection.
Is there a date on this photograph?
Oh, yes.
And is that assigned by the Eclipse system when they're uploaded?
Yes.
And what is shown in this photograph?
2 mailboxes in the door to the front of the property.
And in your experience as an inspector, what would this suggest to you?
That there is 2 apartments, the property.
And just for the record, I would like to note that the city's as reflected on the site violation notice, the city's mailing address for the appellant is not the subject property. It is a separate party. So I just did want to note that in addition for the record. So on the basis of what you just described as multiple mailbox at this property, is that why the department determined that it was being used for some sort of rental?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
In conjunction with the fact that the address for the owner was not for this property.
Yes.
That does it for my questions for Inspector Tucker.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Elhag, do you have any questions for the LNI inspector based on the statements he just made? You'll have an opportunity to tell us whatever defense you have, but the LNI inspector made some statements, and do you have any questions for him regarding anything he testified to just a minute ago?
Yes, Mr. Chairman, okay, he testified and he provided,
Remember, I'm
okay.
asking you if you have a question. You can tell us
Yes,
your
yes,
side of the
yes,
story.
yes,
Do
yes, I
you have
do.
a question for the LNI inspector regarding any statement he made?
Yes. Are you
What's your
100%
question?
positive sure? Okay, are you 100% positive sure? This photo is for my property, 5640 Apple Tree Street? This is not my property.
I see. Do you have a picture of your property that you can present to us?
Yes. Let me.
All right, let's go back and look at the picture that
Look
was
at the
raised.
picture. It says Archie Street, Mr. Chairman.
Let's-
And I
let's
don't
go
have,
back- Hold on a
I don't
moment.
have,
Only one, because we're on video, only one person, and because we're in a
Okay.
court proceeding, all right? And
okay,
I'm the chairman today. You'll
okay.
let me give deference to whatever I say. Let's go back and look at the picture that was presented
For sure.
by the city. Okay,
I also believe that perhaps to expedite this, that the appellant is referring, you just said Arch Street. I believe you're referring to how the photograph states Arch Street right there.
correct. I see that.
The photograph is not my property. This is
Well,
not my
that's what the
property.
photograph says, but that may, what's the label on the photograph may not be accurate. Is that Mr. Rulo?
And the photo is not my property. I don't have 2 mailboxes in my property. I never had 2 mailboxes. But that's not my property, my honor, your
I see,
honor.
all right, you made that statement. I look at, and I notice, let me just see if I'm correctly observing in the photograph. It looks like a trash can with a number painted on it, and it looks like 5642. And this photograph does not show, you said there are 2 mailboxes. I can only see one. You had another photograph, Mr. Rulo, with 2 mailboxes.
Yes, board members, and if I just made me note, and if I could ask a quick question of the witness?
Sure. I also see a number above the door on that photograph, if we could.
That's what I'm going to ask. Inspector Tucker, I've zoomed in on the door. What are the numbers above the door there?
5640.
And then I'm going to go down to the second photograph. Is this photo of a closer angle to the left of the door?
Yes.
And are there two mailboxes in this photo?
Yes.
Okay. All right, so according to the city's belief, the address of this property is 5640 Apple Tree Street, correct?
Yes.
All right. Mr. Elhag, you said you have a picture of the property. You're saying this photograph that was
I'm
presented by
looking-
the
I'm
city
looking-
is not correct. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, I'm just searching because, you know, I have a lot of photos in my phone. I'm trying to get, you know,
Well,
the photo.
all right, but why don't, we'll wait to see your photo at the time you present your case, okay?
Okay.
Mr. Elhak, what is your property address?
5640 Apple Tree Street,
5640, you're stating?
5640
Thank you.
Apple Tree.
All right. Any other questions you have for Inspector?
Tucker. Mr. Pinkett,
Uh,
Yes.
Inspector Tucker.
No, the only the only question I have it for, you know,
All
for
right.
for the
Now,
picture
let's-
because it's not my
Let's
house.
have you present your case and any photographs you have to show us the property you own. Do you own the
Sure.
property at 5640 Applety Street? Are you the owner of that property?
Yes, sir.
I see. Okay.
Okay, Your Honor.
The photographs at 5640 Arch Street, as I recall, Mr. Rouleau.
That's ours. That's not
I
Apple
don't know
Tree.
where these, I know where Arch Street is. I'm not familiar with where Apple Tree Street is in relation.
As I
It's
brief-
it's next block, the next block of Arch.
As, if I could ask the witness again?
Sure. Let's ask the inspector first.
Inspector Tucker, you've been to this property, correct?
That's the property, I mean,
This-
that's it. I know as far as the addresses
Wait a
on
moment, you have to put the microphone
I
closer.
know as far as the addresses on the app sometimes is not accurate, so I don't know if it could be a mistake for the app or anything like that.
Well, wait,
So-
again, you,
So I don't know if it's a mistake with the address on the app, but
So Inspector Tucker, just stepping back to the process, when these photos are uploaded to the Eclipse database, it attempts to assign a geolocated address to that photograph, correct?
correct.
Okay. And that address is not always, the geolocation is not always correct.
Correct.
well, wait a
But you-
minute, again, you have to move the mic.
Correct, yes.
But in this instance, you've been to the property and the photos shown here are of 5640 Apple Tree Street?
The address on the top says 5640 Apple Tree Street. The original violation, the original inspector went there. I didn't go to the address. As I did my research, the address already had an SVN violation on it. And once I saw that it had no renter license, there was no need for me to go to the address due to the fact that it was already a SVN violation. So all I had to do was confirm whether it had a renter's license or a non-renter's license.
All right, so fine, thank you. Let's hear again from Mr. Elhag.
Okay, Mr. Chairman, okay. I used to live, you know, back in Africa, and I came on June 2023. When I came back, I found that there is a lady living in the house. I tried to talk to her. I talked to her, you know, her family, her mom, because she has, you know, just like health issues. Okay, she's a squatter.
Just a moment,
I
just a
tried to.
moment, Mr. Elhag, just a moment. We've lost your photo, your picture. Are you, I see your name now.
I-
Do you have video?
already-
Can you make sure
I-
your video is on, please?
I'm trying to look on, the video is on, I guess.
I'm sorry, you said the video is off, Mr. Elhag?
It's on. I don't know why it's not.
Well, hold on a moment. We've lost video recognition for you.
It's not active in my, it's not active.
Maybe we need to back you out
phone.
and pull you back in.
Yes, because it's not active in my,
All right,
in my
hold on a
phone.
moment. Can we? Oh, you're looking for a photo of the property?
Yes, I'm searching in my photos,
All right. Let me do one thing while you get back on track, and if you can't find the photo, I do want to ask you one question. Do you
Yes.
own the property at 5640 Apple Tree Street?
yes, yes.
Is that
Yes,
a
I'm sorry.
single-family house or is it a
Yes.
two-family dwelling?
No, it's a single.
It's a single-family dwelling. I see.
Yes.
All right. Well, we'd like to, while you go hunt the photo, and if you're unable to find it, then put yourself back on video. We're going to take a moment for an administrative
I'm just-
executive session.
If I could very quickly, I'm just going to object at this time because I haven't had a chance to view any of these
It's back
photographs.
now.
I'm going to be viewing them right now. I think that, the board's regulations require that these be submitted ahead of time.
Correct.
The appellant was on an email when I submitted these exhibits earlier today and was provided an opportunity to submit those to the board, and that didn't occur. So, I think that there's prejudice at this point, and we haven't even heard an offer of what the intent is to show this
All right,
photograph.
and I'm the one who requested but he's back online anyhow, and he didn't find any photographs. But you'd like to, we're going to take a moment, 2 minutes, we're going to go into executive session and we'll come back. All right?
Okay.
All right, Mr. Kelly, are we back on the record? Let's see where Mr. Kelly is.
Yes, Chair.
Very good. Thank you. Mr. Rulo, you.
I have
had
a quick resolution of the case here.
Oh, my goodness.
The city's withdrawing the site violation notice and zeroing out the fines. The case is, so we've withdrawn the notice of violation.
Where the case is being marked as.
The city's withdrawn the notice, that's correct.
So is it moot because he's appealed? If you withdraw the notice, we still have an appeal that has to be ruled on. No? Just mark it?
If he withdraws the appeal, I'm sorry, if he withdraws the notice, that moots the appeal because there is nothing to appeal from.
So it's moot.
It's moot due to the fact that the city withdrew the violation.
Right.
Correct.
Okay. Moot withdrawn. All right.
You
Mr.
might
Elhag?
want to put that on the
Yes.
record instead of me.
All right,
just
so
saying.
let's go back on the record, Mr.
Case number
Rulo.
16.
Yes, so again, this is for 5640 Apple Tree Street. The city is withdrawing the site violation notice, which, as a result, the board can mark the appeal as moot.
Mr. Elhag, you understand that and agree?
Yes, agree. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Mr. Rulo.
18.
Can I leave now?
Yeah. Should we go back to the cases?
Mr.
that we-
Pincus, the appellant just asked, could he leave now? Do you want to let him know?
Mr. Elhag, you had a question?
Oh, okay, he left. He asked if he could leave.
He left.
At the city's request, I'd like to move us to number 26 on the list. I believe they came to a agreement.
Okay.
So that would
Call
be.
number 26.
Yep, case number 26, HA 2024-005360 for 2510 Turner Street, Aaron Ocampo.
All right. Case number 26 is Aaron Ocampo, present.
He was here today. I believe they stepped into the hallway.
Okay.
Okay, sorry about that. I'll put us back.
Yeah.
Number 18.
Yes, thank you. Number 18 on today's list, HA 2024-005323 for 424 DuPont Street, Thomas Conway. This was administratively continued.
Is that our understanding?
What was that again? I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry, number 18 on today's list, 005323 424 DuPont Street for Thomas Conway. He emailed the board admin email and asked for a continuance, and that was administratively granted.
Correct, Mr. Pincus.
Okay, so we'll note case 18 is continued. Do we go to, which case was just called a
I
minute ago?
believe number 26. Yes.
26.
HA 2024-005360 for 2510 Turner Street, Aaron Ocampo.
Good afternoon, Ms. Reinhardt.
Good afternoon. Thank you. Michelle
Would you
Reinhardt for the City of Philadelphia.
And you are, sir?
Aaron Ocampo.
Okay, would you raise your right hand? Do you swear or affirm the testimony you give today will be the whole truth and nothing but the truth?
I swear.
Okay, and when you do say anything, please make sure that microphone is as close to you as mine is. You can move it. All right. Ms. Reinhardt.
Thank you. We have an agreement to mark the violation city affirmed with a 9-month stay of enforcement.
Agreement city affirmed with a 9-month stay of enforcement. Mr. Ocampo, is that the understanding you have made with Ms. Reinhardt?
Yes, sir.
Very good. Anything else you want to add? No? All right, we'll note that for the record, that this matter has an agreement and we'll proceed. Thank you for coming in.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Go back to the ones that were previously called that we were, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Then I believe we move back to number 8 on today's list, HA 2024-001495 for 2729 West Huntington Park Ave, Vendant Bot, VEDANT BHATT.
Mr. Fernandez. you're
Good
handling-
afternoon, members of the board. Will Fernandez for the City of Philadelphia. This case was continued at a prior hearing because Mr. Bott had just obtained an attorney, Mr. Joseph DiTomo. I have not heard from Mr. DiTomo since I think August 11th, when I last corresponded with him. The violation underlying this appeal has been complied. However, there were $100 in reinspection fees that were assessed. And so due to Mr. DiTomo and Mr. Bott's failure to appear, the city's request is that this appeal be be dismissed for failure to appear.
Well, let's call the case again, or let me, Vedant, VEDANT, Bot, BHATT, 2729 West Hunting Park Avenue. Is there anyone present regarding the property at 2729 West Hunting Park Avenue? All right, you've asked for dismissal of the matter, Mr. Fernandez.
Yes, Mr. Chairman.
All right, what time do we have, Mr. Pettit?
It has to be read in first, Mr. Chairman.
Appellants in this matter listed 120 Windsor Center Drive in East Windsor, New Jersey on their appeal application. Notice of today's hearing was sent to that same mailing address on September 3rd, 2025.
Mr. Pettit.
Time is 2:31 PM.
All right, my vote will be to dismiss for failure to appear.
Dismissed for failure to appear.
Dismissed for failure to appear.
Dismissed for failure to appear.
We'll close the case as dismissed. We do note, Mr. Fernandez pointed out, it was the 4th listing for this matter.
And Mr. Pincus, it was also indicated must be heard, so.
And it was listed as must be heard. Correct. Correct. Number 10 will we have a second listing for this case as well as the name of an, we
And
don't have, we have an issue of whether it's an LLC. But call number 10, please.
Case 10, HA 2024-003809 for 7344 Frankfurt Ave, Richard and Angela Costigan.
good afternoon, members of the board. Will Fernandez for the city of Philadelphia. I believe Mr. Costigan, Richard Costigan, who is an attorney, I know he was on the call earlier.
I see him on the screen.
Okay,
Yes, I'm here.
Costigan, are you here to proceed?
Yes.
With this matter?
Well, to that point, Mr. Chairman, I have happy news all around. Of the violations remaining at this property, the city is withdrawing the violation relating to a zoning permit being needed for the projecting sign at 7344 Frankfurt Avenue. And then Mr. Costigan is not contesting the remaining two violations, which relate to I think a breaker box that needs to be covered and a boiler that needs to be covered. Perhaps the best way to do it is I'll represent that the city has withdrawn the violation for a zoning permit being required for the sign. And then Mr. Costigan can confirm that he is withdrawing his appeal in reliance on that representation.
Yes, that is correct. Based on that
Costigan, would you
representation,
just identify yourself further. In this case, you may be an owner, but you're also, or there's an LLC, you're also legal counsel. Is that correct?
well, that is correct. Yes. So,
Are you a licensed attorney in Pennsylvania?
yes. So my name's Richard Costigan. I'm a licensed attorney in Pennsylvania, and I would confirm what has been represented, that we are willing to withdraw the appeal on the basis that the city is withdrawing the violation or alleged violation relating to a protruding sign.
Okay. So the question is, how do we mark the case, counsel?
I would suggest that it be a settlement agreement, probably a settlement agreement, because you're doing one thing and he's doing another thing. And in the settlement agreement, you're going to list what you put.
Sure, I'm not
Just
opposed
because
to
I don't
that.
know how we're going to mark, because it's kind of two things at once. Is that?
Yeah, the only issue is we'd have to execute the settlement after the fact. I guess we have verbal consent on the
Yeah.
record, so that should be fine. So sure, that works for me.
I just think that's easier to put down.
All right,
If
so,
that's okay. With the
I'm not
board.
opposed to it.
all right, Mr. Costigan, you as counsel are willing to sign on an agreement that Mr. Fernandez will forward to you, which will mark which of there's three violations, I understand. One of them, the city is withdrawing, and the other two, you're withdrawing, and that's what the agreement will reflect. And so we'll mark it as an agreement, and you'll finish up, and Mr. Fernandez will send to the board counsel a copy of that agreement.
Yes, a settlement.
Yes.
Yes, that's acceptable to you, Mr. Costigan?
That's correct.
And
Yes.
that's acceptable to you, Mr. Fernandez?
Yes, I'll have that agreement over to Mr. Costigan either later this afternoon or tomorrow morning.
It's an agreement for the record, all right? All right, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Costigan. That would bring us,
To case number 25 on today's
Correct.
list.
correct.
Which should be HA 2024-005359 for 1009 South 10th Street, Jennifer Bull, BUHL.
Case number 25 is Jennifer Buell or Bull, B-U-H-L, present, 1009 South 10th Street. I see you. All right, Ms. Buell, and I see a gentleman next to you. You're the appellant of record. Is this a property that you own, or is this gentleman sitting next to you a co-owner of the property with you?
No, I'm the sole owner of the property.
All right, so the gentleman that's sitting next to you, unless you intend to call him as a witness, will not be permitted to speak. You understand that?
Okay.
Let me swear you in. Mr. Fernandez, are you counsel?
I am, Mr. Chairman, and the city's witness for this appeal would be Inspector Calvin White. I'm hopeful, we'll see, but I don't think there's really facts in dispute. I think it's a legal dispute, so I'm cautiously optimistic that Inspector White might not even need to be called, but I'll reserve the right to call him if it becomes necessary.
Is he in the room, Mr. Fernandez?
He is on the Zoom call, at least he was earlier.
Thank you.
Okay. So say your last name, please. Is it
Buell.
or Buell?
Buell.
Okay, Ms. Buell, could I ask you to raise your right hand? Do you swear or affirm that the statements and testimony you give today will be the truth and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Very good. All right, so let us hear from Mr. Fernandez.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. The violations at issue today are 3 violations of the administrative code. One issued for used materials being used in construction not being approved. One issued for a structure being built without a building permit, and one for a structure being built without a required zoning permit. The structure in question is a deck-like structure, an addition, it could be described. I think the photographs really speak for themselves. Ms. Buell did send more recent photographs than what the city has to board administration, and I have no objection to those photographs being reviewed by the board. I think they give an accurate picture of what the structure is. I also have photographs in my evidence packet that I sent to Ms. Buell that were taken in November of 2024. To summarize where this is going for the board, my understanding is that Ms. Buell is going to argue to the board that this is split in, that essentially the structure is on one hand an awning and on one hand a canopy, and that each of these sections is less than 120 square feet and are thus exempted from requiring a zoning code. The city's position is going to be that it is a single structure, all built together, unified. It's well over 120 square feet, and so altogether, and so the exception from requiring a zoning permit does not apply. That is in the administrative code, and in her exhibits, Ms. Buell includes a copy of the relevant code, well, of what she alleges is the relevant code citation, what I would argue is an irrelevant code citation. And then, yeah, and so the city's position is that because it is one structure, a zoning permit is required. Additionally, I found nothing in the code that would exempt this from a building permit requirement regardless. And then, of course, the materials also need to be approved since it is a structure that requires permits. If the board likes, I can present the photographs. I can share my screen and present the city's exhibits, or if the board wishes to look at Ms. Buell's photographs first, again, I would have no objection because I don't think that they are prejudicial in any way. I think they're just a depiction of what is admittedly a very nice looking structure, deck slash addition structure, but that the city's position is a structure that requires zoning and building permits.
Well, all right. What I'd like to do is, first of all, you've given an opening statement. I'd like Ms. Buell to give us an opening statement regarding her position in the matter, and then I think we may need to see the photographs. I'm looking at the appeal. I just want to make sure I've got it right. All right, so I see the violations, all right? Materials, as you said, construction of an addition and a zoning permit. Those are the issues you've alluded to. All right, Ms. Buell, do you want to give us an opening statement regarding your position in this matter?
Hi. Well, I mean, it might be helpful. I guess in my opening statement, I was going to just, look at the structure and talk you through it. As as Will Fernandez has said, it is being considered an addition by the city. You know, I would argue, and I have looked in a lot of the code. I feel like I'm pretty up on your code right now. My
if
argument
nothing else,
is,
if you're saying Mr. Fernandez's description is accurate as he's describing it, and it's a question of us looking at the pictures and trying to make a determination based on the interpretation of the code, let's look at the photos then.
right, so I can, yeah, I mean, I guess
Let's
when
look
I-
at the city's photos first,
when-
and then we'll see your photos.
when it's
And then we'll hear from you with the
time
argument, okay?
for me to argue my case, I one by one. What's that?
All right. Well, let's look at let's look at the city's photos, okay?
Okay.
All right, I think maybe your internet connection is delaying what I'm hearing, I believe, but I could be wrong. But Mr. Fernandez, let's put it, would you put up
Yes,
your pictures?
I'll share my screen. I'll ask if Ms. Buell will stipulate to the photos being entered into evidence without Inspector Calvin White's verifying them, but I am happy to have him verify that they are taken of the structure in question and that the date stamp information is, or at least the date stamp date and time is accurate. If
I have no objection to those pictures.
Thank you.
Other
Okay.
than just a moment, if we proceed, again, as in the last case, the address that's shown on the photograph is not necessarily the property's address, correct?
That's correct, Mr. Chairman, and that is why I stopped myself when I said no objection to the timestamp information, and I became more specific and said the date and time. I think this is the same GPS issue that was being described by Mr. Rulo in the prior instance. I think here perhaps the inspector is standing slightly off the property, and so the geolocation is not quite right. But as Ms. Buell just stipulated too, I don't think there's any dispute that the structure being shown in these photographs is located behind her property at 1019 South 10th Street on the second floor level.
Okay.
No, it's not on the second floor level. This is
I apologize.
Yeah, it's on the first floor level. The picture that you're showing right now is from 920 Carpenter Street. That is a correct location. So they were obviously standing at that address, taking those pictures. There's a parking lot behind my house. That's
Oh,
what.
wait, was that first picture a picture of your property? What I see in this
Not from where
photograph-
there's, yeah,
Just a
part
moment.
of it is, part of it
Just
is.
a minute. What I see in this photograph is a wooden deck behind a metal fence screen.
Right, it's, well, again, it's not a deck, but as you'll see from the other pictures, but it's, you know,
Is that your property, Miss Buell?
yes, not where the photographer is standing, but where he's.
All right, so that, but that is your property.
Yeah,
Thank
the
you.
light colored wood right there.
Yeah.
Yes, okay.
I would offer to the board, the crux of this appeal is entirely about the wooden structure that you see. It looks like a brick chimney looking thing in the middle of. That wooden structure is what this dispute is about.
Okay, all right, then let's go see, let's.
Okay, I'll scroll
proceed.
down to show slightly different view. These are some specific photographs of the construction that aren't necessarily at issue. So I'll keep going. You can see now the parking lot where I believe those first pictures were taken from is in the back now. So this is looking down on the structure in question. Here's another view. You see some metal cladding, which Ms. Buell can confirm, but I believe that metal cladding might have been removed since the time these photographs were taken. The metal cladding at the top of this photograph. Regardless, that doesn't impact the city's determination on the violations. Here's another photograph. One more showing it spanning the width of the property. That's going to be crucial to the board's determination as to whether this is one or two separate structures. This is the metal cladding that I believe has been removed. More close-up photographs of the construction. There's a photo where you can see it going from the front to the back. another photograph. More, and that is the end of the city's photographs. Again, I have Inspector White ready to testify if the board has any specific questions about the structure. I think when these photographs are looked at and Ms. Buell's submitted photographs are looked at, the board will have a pretty good understanding of what the structure is. However, of course, Inspector White is available to answer any questions.
It looks from these photographs as if the structure is on top of a wall at the second floor level, and that whatever it is, the basement, or there's a lower level, and this is a structure on top, on an exterior wall at a higher level, like the second level. Is that
Okay,
it?
that's not correct. It's all on the first floor, the
All
height.
right, well, then let us see your pictures. These are your pictures, Mr. Fernandez?
Yes.
Mr. Chair,
Yes.
I do have a question of Inspector White before Mr.
course.
Fernandez removes the pictures. Mr. Inspector White, what
I have
determination?
to swear him in.
Yes,
I
thank
don't
you.
believe
I'm
I've
sorry.
done. Where's Inspector White?
Inspector White, could you unmute yourself, please?
Is Inspector White on the screen?
Yes, there he is.
Inspector.
Okay. Let me get my arrow here. Yeah. Okay.
Can I be
Inspector
heard?
White, all right, you're in a vehicle, but you're stopped. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
All right, could you raise your right hand, please? Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you give today will be the whole truth and nothing but the truth?
Yes, I do.
Okay, and Mr. Fernandez, he would be I think he needs to be introduced by Mr.
I can
Fer-
briefly introduce
Yeah.
him. Good afternoon, Inspector. Can you please state your name, your position of employment, and your employer?
My name is Inspector Calvin White. I am a building inspector for the city of Philadelphia, currently working in the court unit as a liaison.
Okay, and you said you're a building inspector. Oh, you know what? I'll leave it there for now. If it becomes necessary, I can get into his
Yes.
certifications and all that.
All right, so are you the inspector who did you write the violation, or have you inspected this property?
No, I did not write the initial violation, but I am familiar by actually being and visiting the property and taking pictures also.
I see, okay. So,
I have a question for you, Inspector White. You testified that you did not do the initial inspection, but you are the, for lack of better words, caretaker of the record, correct?
Good choice of words, yes.
What in the record indicated that the square footage here was over 120 square feet requiring a permit?
The size of the structure, like throughout our years in the building, you know 10 by 10 is 100, and you can look at things and tell how the size of it. But I actually do carry a tape measure around at all times.
Oh, that's fine. That's what I wanted to hear. 10 by 10 is 100. Thank you.
If it's of any assistance, in her exhibits, Ms. Buell submitted basically a drawing, and it has some measurements on it where altogether the entirety of this structure, if you consider it one thing as the city does, it's well over 120 square feet.
And that's what I'm waiting to get to, Mr.
I'm
Fernandez.
sorry, I apologize.
Thank you. That's quite
so
all right.
Mr. Fernandez, you indicated, again, this is your case, and then we'll ask Ms. Buell to show us her pictures. But from the pictures you've shown us, can you identify those elements in your photographs that constitute the violations that are cited in the violation notice?
Yes.
Or
well,
maybe Mr. White should be doing that. The inspector should be.
Yeah.
I think that's more appropriate.
I can ask Inspector Calvin White. Inspector White, why were violations written for zoning and building permits being required for the structure shown in these photographs?
And maybe you need to refer to photographs as you respond to Mr. Fernandez's question.
Okay.
But can I object to this I don't know what the right word is. Excuse me, but if you didn't, Inspector, These were dated 11/21, I believe. These pictures, according to that stamp that I was just seeing, and the violation notice was issued the next day, 11/22. So where are your pictures? Where, if you weren't the inspector, like, where is
I
the,
picked,
Well,
like,
all right. First of all, you have an objection. I'm going to overrule your objection, but I'm going to ask Mr. Fernandez to, I believe that he provided an explanation of the involvement of Mr. White. Perhaps you need to repeat that and have Mr. White confirm his involvement in this
Yeah,
matter.
yes, thank you, Mr. Chairman. Inspector White is the inspector assigned for the appeal. I believe he attempted to inspect and wasn't able to gain access, and so there are no new photographs showing the structure. Now that an objection, or now that a question has been raised, I think I would like to have him establish some foundation for the photographs, if that's okay, despite the earlier stipulation, just for
Yes.
protection of the record.
Right, so we can respond to the objection.
Thank you. Inspector White, what is LNI's Eclipse system?
it is our way of documenting all permits and case files throughout the city of Philadelphia for every parcel or structure in the city.
Okay, how often does an LNI inspector that is doing their duties use Eclipse?
Every working day.
Okay, did you have an opportunity to review the data in Eclipse for 1019 South 10th Street?
Yes, on multiple occasions.
Okay, and were there photographs from prior inspections in that case file?
Yes.
Okay, were you watching the hearing when I scrolled through the
Yes.
photographs located in the city's evidence packet?
Yes.
Okay, and did you recognize the photographs that you saw?
Yes, absolutely.
And where do you recognize those photographs from?
Those are photos that have been uploaded in the Eclipse system prior.
Okay, and based on your review of the Eclipse system and based on the entirety of your knowledge, do you believe that the November 21st, 2024, 11:02:57 a.m. timestamp on these photographs, date and timestamp, is accurate?
Yes, I do.
Okay, I have no further questions for the inspector based on the background of these
All right,
photographs.
well, all right, so that provides the background in response to the objection raised by Ms. Buell. I'd like you to proceed. with
I'm
the
sorry,
first-
I'm sorry to interrupt you, but he did say he visited the property, so I guess I'm just confused, and he took pictures. That's what you said in the beginning, so
Well,
I
we can ask,
didn't know where that is.
Inspector White did say he visited the property. The first thing we're just verifying is the accuracy of these photographs. We haven't had an issue, I don't believe, about whether or not he visited. But again, Mr. Fernandez, do you want to respond on that issue?
Sure. Inspector White, did you attempt a reinspection at 1019 South 10th Street prior to today's hearing?
Yes, on 10/16 of this year, I went by there for inspection. There was construction going on in the rear and we weren't allowed in the rear. And then that directed me to go back and look at all the pictures that were previously uploaded because I couldn't get down Carpenter.
Contact you.
As a result of this, did you not take new photographs during your October 16th reinspection attempt?
I did not get new photographs of the rear, and that's what directed me to go and check what was in the Hanson Eclipse case files.
Thank you, Inspector.
All right, so that responds to your question, Ms. Buell. Let us go back. I believe the question was to have Inspector White identify from the photographs that were presented by the city the actual violations that have been listed. Can you do that, Mr. Fernandez?
Yes, I'll start by scrolling back up to City Exhibit A, City Exhibit page 1. Inspector, earlier you might have seen me scroll through this. I'd like to ask you a few questions about this now. What is the document on the screen before you? I'll zoom in. Are you able to see the document?
Contact you.
He said he took pictures.
So give me 1 second. I apologize. Oh, here you can switch camera.
Right. And he never came. He was traffic.
There we go. Yes, I can see it. That is the violation, and it gives me the violation. Yes, I can see it now.
Okay.
And
Can you
that's
identify,
Eclipse.
can you identify the violations that were issued? If it's, I know you're on your phone.
No, I can see it. No, I can clearly see it. It's
Okay.
Philadelphia A-203.21, A-301.1, and that is unapproved materials and a zoning violation.
Okay. Based on your, actually, I'll ask first before we get into this. Based on the photographs that we reviewed and that you reviewed on Eclipse prior to today's hearing, is the structure in question, the wooden structure that has been discussed, is it attached or unattached to the structure at 1009 South 10th Street?
That is attached to the structure.
Okay.
Going by the pictures.
Why does a structure like this, or I should just ask more open-ended, does a structure such as the one that you have observed in these photographs require a zoning permit?
Yes,
Why is that?
because when it's attached to the structure, we consider it an addition to the standing structure.
Have you reviewed the exceptions to zoning permit requirements in, I think it's Administrative Code 302? I'll just say
Yes.
in Administrative Code 302. In your professional estimation and opinion, do any of those exceptions apply to this structure?
No, they do not.
Okay. Why does this, does a structure like this, in your professional opinion, require a building permit?
Yes, absolutely.
And why is that?
To make sure that the right materials, fasteners, and the assembly is constructed in a safe manner.
Are you aware of any exceptions to the building permit requirement from the administrative code or building code that would apply to a structure like this?
No, not at all. No.
Okay, and then the final violation you identified earlier is about authorized materials. Do you believe that a violation for not using authorized materials or for using unauthorized materials, I forget the exact wording, is applicable to a structure like this?
Yes, absolutely.
And why is that?
If you don't use the right materials, the wood can rot. Or if you use the incorrect fasteners, it could pull away from the fascia, or it could damage the fascia, which in the future would cause an unsafe condition.
Okay, thank you, Inspector. I have no further questions for the inspector related to the question that was put
Go
forth by
back
the
to
board.
go back to-
Just a moment, please. Or maybe when we have it. Ms. Buell, do you have any questions for the inspector based on the statements he made?
Back to.
Yeah, I guess I have a couple of things.
Again, you'll get to present your case. The issue is whether any of the statements that he's made, any of the things that the inspector has said to us, you have a question about. for
I
him.
do. I have been looking for the inspector from the very beginning to try to talk to the inspector.
Well,
Gave me
is
this
there a
idea.
question that you have for
I'm
Inspector White?
getting to that. Yeah.
Okay.
So I've been looking to talk to the inspector. The inspector who inspected this to begin with has never surfaced. I have tried to call many times.
Ms. Buell.
And he has never
Do you have a
surfaced.
question? I've asked you this twice now. We'll move on if you don't have a question.
Yes, I do have a question. So
And
Calvin,
again, there's a gentleman speaking to you, and I've said to you at the beginning of the hearing, you've indicated he's not an owner of the property. If he's a witness at the time that you want to call him as a witness, but in the meantime, He's not
he's
allowed
not,
to
he's not
participate in this.
speaking.
Will you
Okay.
let me
yeah.
finish? Will you let me finish?
Oh, sorry. Yes.
He's not permitted to participate in this matter.
Okay.
All right?
That's fine. Yes, that's fine. So no, I guess Calvin, I don't know who you are, I guess, and I've been trying to contact the city to find out who the inspector is, and it says that you tried to contact me, or you told me just on this that you tried to contact me and that you took pictures as well. And those are the two things that you said in the beginning, and I would like, when did that happen? When did you take pictures and when did you try to contact me about this?
Ms. Buell? I don't believe that was a statement that was made by the inspector.
Yes, I would object to that question. Inspector White testified that he attempted to inspect on October 16th and that he was unable to gain access to the parking lot and was thus not able to take photographs of the structure. I don't recall him testifying that he attempted to reach out to Ms. Buell, though if perhaps I'm misremembering.
I'm going to sustain your objection. No, I'm sorry. You can answer the question, but remember what the question is.
Self?
Did you inspect the property, Inspector?
Yes.
White?
And I spoke out of turn. It wasn't the 16th, it was the 17th. And I was there at 10:46 a.m. and there was construction going on and no one was allowed to go through Carpenter. And I did not have access to the rear. So yes, we did attempt just last week to make contact, but we already had the pictures from the original case that was written.
All right, so your efforts, you visited the property on October 16th, approximately a week or so ago. And
October
you did
17th,
not
I'm
take
sorry.
pictures at that time. Is that correct?
Only a picture of the front because we were allowed to drive south down 10th Street, but I couldn't get to the rear. So just to show that we did attempt.
Is there some reason why we can't see you on our screen?
I don't know.
And right there you go. Where are you?
I'm
sir?
sorry. I apologize.
It's all right. Look, well, can you look? Can you find yourself to show us?
Had to get a flip your camera around, Inspector.
There you go. All right. All right. Might be can you get a little closer with your phone or camera? I hope you're stopped. Is your vehicle stopped?
Yeah, no, I'm stopped. No, I'm stopped.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
We don't want you to have an accident.
Oh,
All right,
I
so-
apologize. This is my
All
first
right.
time.
Anything else, Ms. Buell? Any further questions of?
No, I was
Inspector
just
White?
wondering that. So I guess he misspoke is what he's saying. So
All right.
fine.
Mr. Fernandez, anything further or should we?
Nothing further for the inspector. I would, the city would rest and reserve the right to call Inspector White if necessary for rebuttal or any other such purpose.
Fine. All right, Ms. Buell, let us see your photographs or any further testimony you wish to present.
Okay, yeah, I wonder if I could share my screen.
Please.
So it looks like all right. Are you able to see these photos here?
I see several photographs. Yes.
Okay.
You may need.
So, yeah, I was just gonna go through so we know we're all on the same page. This is just a sketch up really briefly. You can see my house is in the gray. And in the backyard, there's some slats. We'll look at the pictures of those. And then this reddish color is the neighbor's. It's a raised second story. I don't really know what to call it, deck. It is not permitted in the system and they continue to build on it.
That's not your
I know
property, right?
I know that's not an issue, but we're gonna look at that because it's right next to the
Right,
other stuff. So
But we're talking about on this drawing here, that portion of a rectangle that is gray and then white with some lines
Right.
that are perpendicular to the sides. Is that correct?
Right.
That's your property. So we're
Right,
not
yes.
talking about that, which is the orangish reddish colored. That's not your property, correct?
Correct. But we'll,
All
we'll be seeing that in the pictures, so I just
All right,
want
but
to. make
that's
sure-
not your property, correct?
Correct.
All right.
On the other side, you have a black, shed type deck thing. I
Yes.
don't
That's
know
not
what
your
to call it.
property either. Is that your
Also-
property?
Also not my property, yes.
Okay.
So this is my property looking from the door sort of back. You can see there's an existing wall and fireplace. So this light wood, these light wood that I'm kind of arrowing right here, that
Yes.
was what was added, as well as the slats. So that's looking from that angle. If you turn around and look at the front, you have this picture. So you can
I
see
see.
this side, and then this is the side, one side, the right side.
Mhm.
Just to identify once again, what the structure we're talking about, this light colored wood is mine. This dark colored wood, as well as, again, the fence, the deck, whatever all this stuff is behind there, that is not mine. It's right on the property, but it's not mine. I actually think it's on my property, but that's between me and him, I guess. But it is not my structure.
All the I think they're 2x4s that this least with, they're bigger than that, actually. They're 2x6s or something. All those boards are on your property,
The
correct?
light wood, yeah, the light wood
Yes,
is,
okay.
is mine. This white
Yes,
wall, this is a cement wall, this is a plastic wall, this is a darker colored wood.
it's not
this-
your property. We
That's,
understand.
yes, that's the neighbors. And then this is the other side. Once again, this is the shed or
That's
deck.
not your property. We're looking at the boards that are
Yep, on the
3x6,
property.
whatever they are. And where the plants are, those plants are all on your property, correct?
No, the plant, well,
They're
this
inside- they
little
look like
window
they're
box.
They look like they're inside a fenced-in area, correct? You have fencing
No, no,
attached to the boards, is that correct?
no.
Okay,
So this is this window box is on mine, but this tree is a fig tree, and that's coming in from the neighbor's property.
oh, okay.
That's coming in my plane or my space, I
Okay.
guess, through that, like,
But all that framing
Window.
belongs to you.
the framing, yes, but it's just, it's like a window. It's just a framing.
Okay.
Exactly. That's a good way to put it. Facade. This is from the top. This is my son's bedroom window. As you can see, this white plastic thing is once again the neighbors. It used to be,
Miss Bill,
yeah.
if you can stick to just your property, we're not here to hear anything concerning either neighbor's property on the side. You filed an appeal concerning your property. Please keep your comments to your property only. Thank you.
Okay, well, I just wanted to identify what's mine and what's his. So once again, right here, we're looking from the top. The light wood is mine and not the fence or whatever that is.
Ms. Beal?
Yeah.
I have a question. Is
Uh-huh.
there any part of the structure here, does that have a deck on it where you could walk?
No, not at all. So this, I think that Mr. Fernandez showed you another picture where there was like a metal, like a tin
Corrugated
booth
metal?
type of thing. An awning is basically what it was, part of the awning. We ended up taking that off because it was just too much shade. A lot of times, of course, you see awnings that are just made of wood and don't have like a top on them because it just makes it too dark, but you still have a lot of sun protection with the wood. So that was removed. And then this bit here again is just like the awning part. Once again, this shed thing is not mine.
So the pictures that Mr. Fernandez showed earlier with, in fact, some metal corrugated pieces on it were accurate at the time they were taken in November. Is that correct?
Right. That was taken off pretty much right away.
So you removed the corrugated metal, but you still have all these wooden beams that you're showing us today, correct?
Yes, I have 5 wooden beams.
Okay.
Ms. Beal,
So,
what size, excuse me, Ms. Beal, what size are the wooden beams that you have there? Do you know?
these wooden beams are 2 by 10s. I believe 2 by 10s right here.
Thank you.
And how many of them do you believe you have there?
So these are not, these are 2 by 10s just for shade right here. These little, they're probably 1.5 feet right here. These little ones in between, but the
And
long
I
one,
can narrow my question down to, how many of the 2 by 10s that you still have in full length uncut?
5.
Thank you.
5. So, okay, so that's basically what the backyard looks like. I don't think we have any
All right.
vacancies
Is
there.
there
So
anything
I-
else you want to add? We've seen the photographs, we understand, but now your in contention is that the construction of these beams, which appear to be an open ceiling area to a patio area below, did not require a building permit, did not require a zoning approval, and the materials did not require approval by the city. Is that your contention?
It is, and could I explain why I believe that?
And what's the legal basis of your contention?
Right, that's what I'd like to explain. So that would be my legal basis for the appeal.
I mean, do you have anything else, any further pictures you want us to see, or is that your photo presentation?
Actually, once I talk, maybe I will show another one. So I would like to talk first about the basis of my appeal, and then I might come back to one of the images. So if I could leave the screen share up, that would be great. Otherwise,
No, that's fine. Mr.
Okay.
Fernandez?
No objection.
I have one other question. You're implying you have no plans to put a roof or a deck on the structure. Is that right?
absolutely not. Yeah, like I said, I took it off because it was too dark.
So no roof and no deck.
No roof, no deck. This was,
Okay.
I have
Yeah.
one more question.
uh-huh.
Are the 2 by 10s in any way mounted or base or attached to the existing property of yours?
No, they're attached to themselves. Like right here, you can see they're attached to themselves.
Could you
But
put
all
up,
these
could you put up
boards-
picture 3?
You
mean,
were
what-
asked a
yeah,
question,
it's
Mr. Pettit.
Picture for the,
No,
Would you,
the last picture.
would you repeat your question, Mr. Pettit?
I'd like to see picture 3, please. Could you zoom in?
Ms. Buell, can you hear Mr. Pettit? He has a question for you.
Could you zoom in?
Zoom in, sure, let me see.
Can you finish making the case?
I don't know that it allows me to zoom
Okay.
in with this.
Is that last board attached to the house?
The board is attached to the house for a facade, but it is not attached. You can't see right here because there's a tarp, but it is, these 2 boards are not attached. So this is just, once again, kind of for looks. To make it flow well, but it's not attached to this board. So it's just a board
No,
attached.
is it attached to the house?
The board is
Right,
attached,
right where the arrow is it attached to the house?
yes,
Okay.
but it is not attached to the structure. So it's not attached right here in the corner.
How about on the other corner?
You can't see that, but no, it would be the same.
All right, now, and the boards that are on the side in this photograph,
Mhm.
adjacent to your neighbor's property, were those also added as part of what you constructed?
I'm not sure what you're talking
The
about.
boards, you showed us yeah, were those boards on the side where the sort of the windows are, were those added as part of this construction project?
Right. So the construction project was this top board here.
Well, the
And
top
then
boards
these-
and the sideboards on the side, so all 3 sides of the rear of
Correct.
your
All-
property, they were added, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
So maybe I could get with, the appeal is based on, So I did call L&I, and I know L&I doesn't always give you the right information, but I did get the all clear when I explained it. But either way, I understand that you guys are considering it an addition. So after my citation, I did do a lot of research, and as I said, I believe I'm in compliance with the code violations. If I could be allowed to read the code, which is noted in the violation notice, it's A-301. And I have a copy of that here. If it's helpful for you, I can read it out loud. So it's A-301.2.5. It says zoning and use registration permits. A zoning or use registration permit shall not be required for the following activities. And it lists several activities. And if you go to the second page, number 9 and number 10 are the two activities that I like to look at. Number 9 says a canopy or awning accessory to a 1 or 2 family dwelling, provided the canopy or awning does not exceed 100 square feet. 10 is sheds and similar structures accessory to 1 or 2 family dwellings, provided the structure is located in the rear yard and does not exceed 120 square feet.
Okay.
So once again, you do not need a zoning and use registration permit if you have that, or if you meet those 2 requirements. And that's also, I didn't put this in there, but it also talks about a building permit on your, there's no citation number. This is on the city's website as well. But it talks about a building permit also not being required. And I can send you that link.
Just a moment, please,
I-
Ms. Buell, just a moment.
Necessary.
I apologize for
Located less than
interrupting.
100.
Hold on, Ms.
Ms.
Buell.
Buell, my computer just died abruptly without warning. I think there's a charger right back there. If I could just have a moment.
Can you hold on a moment while our city attorney gets recharged?
Percolars are on here. Yeah, right there. Sheds,
Oh, yeah. Do you need to move mine? Are you good?
Similar structure.
I'm sorry, this is the reporter. Are we off the record, Chair?
I'm sorry?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Say yes.
We're off the
We
record.
having
We're off the record.
Yes. Yes.
Thank you.
Okay, I'm plugged back in. I don't object to Ms. Buell continuing while
Oh.
I get back into the hearing.
This is the reporter. Are we back on the record?
Back. Hold on a moment. All right, we're back on the record.
My apologies, Ms. Buell and members of the board. Usually there's a warning before it just goes black.
Okay.
Hi, Ms. Buell, you were saying that you were talking about the issue of whether a building permit was required.
So yeah, that was zoning and use registration permit. And I will bring this full circle. I'm just kind of like reading the code by the codes so that we are familiar
No,
with.
fine, we need to know what it says.
And the other code, like, once again, I mean, you can see it's L&I, but the only, I guess, number I see on here is PG_011_FAQ. And it's from L&I. I can send you guys this link if I need to. Like I said, it doesn't have a number on it per se, but it does say that I want FAQ. I want to build a place or a shed on my property. In the notes down here, it says same requirements apply to playhouses, pergolas, and the like. And then it says size of shed right here, less than 120 square feet. In the rear yard, zoning permit not required, and then building permit required, building permit not required. So once again, under 120 square feet. So because the things are in question are in the zoning permit and the building permit, obviously. So I guess let me just reiterate the code. You know, according to the citation that you guys gave me over here in the violation notice, A301. A one-family dwelling is allowed a pergola of 120 square feet and an awning of 120 square feet. So this is what I'm basing my appeal on. In other words, that I'm permitted or entitled to have both an awning and a pergola, each of 120 square feet without a permit. And I guess if that's why I wanted to kind of look back at the pictures again. So what my argument is that when we measure the awning and we measure the pergola, because the beginning, you saw from the tin roof was intended to be an awning. And I'm sorry, can I carry on? Okay. So the front part was considered, was like I said, was an awning with a tin roof, which we removed because it was too shade. So we just left the slats to provide some shade. And then the back part was the pergola, where you can see, I don't know if you can see any of the pictures, I think from the very beginning when you could see that I've already got some vines growing up it over here. So the two structures, while they're connected by one probably board that's about that long, they are two different things, and there's nothing in the code that prohibits them from being connected. So that's my appeal is based on that, it's just connected for flow, for aesthetic appeal. But once again, there's no, realistically, if this doesn't go my way, I can cut out this one board right here and separate them. But I would just ask that, my appeal is based on that this is, there's no reason that they can't be connected. There's no prohibition within the code that says they cannot be connected. And,
All right, we understand what you're arguing, I believe.
yeah,
Mr.
so
Fernandez,
that's
do you have any
basically.
questions? Ms. Buell? Thank you, Ms. Buell. Wait, before Mr. Fernandez.
Yes.
Mr. Pettit, you have a question for me?
Yes, I do. Ms. Buell, that last picture.
Yes.
You're going to try and tell us that's not one structure. You're saying that's two.
No, I'm not saying it's two. I'm not saying it's two. It's definitely one structure.
One's an awning and one's.
I'm saying it's two, it's one structure, but there's no prohibition in the code that says they cannot be, that I'm entitled to 120 square foot awning, and I'm also entitled to 120 square foot pergola. And there's no prohibition that those two structures cannot be connected to one another. So they are connected, again, just for flow, for beauty is the reason that they were connected. And that's
So
my,
your contention is that this is an awning and also a pergola, and each of them is less than 120 square feet. However, they are connected, the awning and the pergola. You're
Yeah.
not disputing that they're connected, is that correct?
absolutely, yes, sir, that's correct. I'm not disputing that they are connected. I'm showing, the connection isn't a structural space or anything like that. Like they're connected right there, basically.
Alright,
You
but
can
you're
see
also
there's,
contending that what we're looking at, one part of it's an awning and the other part's a pergola, right?
yeah, I mean,
Yeah, we
this
didn't
is
get into the definitions
like-
of awnings and pergola
like,
today.
a gritty little,
You're contending that
drawing
these
on the
are-
left and
And you're talking while I'm talking, and of course, the court reporter can't understand a word that's being said.
Oh, I'm sorry, sir. Sorry.
Can I
Yeah,
repeat what I'm saying and get a yes or no?
yes,
You're contending that what we're looking at least to the left, which says A would be constitute an awning, and where there's a P and an arrow or a line, that's a pergola. And we didn't get into a discussion of what an awning or a pergola is, but you're saying these are two separate elements of one item, one structure. Is that correct?
well, I'm saying, sort of, if I could clarify. Yeah, I'm not disputing, of course, they're one structure, multiple parts to one structure, but I'm
multiple
saying that,
parts of one
yes,
structure.
Half of it is an awning and the other half is a pergola, and they're both under 120 square feet, and they're connected by a small board, and there's nothing that prohibits the two structures from being connected.
Thank you. Mr. Fernandez, do you have any do you have any questions?
Yes, briefly, Mr. Chairman, and I will keep it brief. Ms. Buell, you submitted a photograph with your evidence packet that contained measurements of the patio and the alleged pergola and awning. Can you please share that photograph? Okay, looking at this, if I understand correctly, the entirety of the collective structure that would include both what you described as the awning and you can describe as the pergola and all of the connective elements is 16 feet by 17 feet. Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay. Ms. Buell, do you know how this structure is attached to your home? What the actual mechanics to attach it were?
It's not attached to my home, once again.
Earlier, you testified that one of the boards, the one that ran parallel with your home, was attached.
Just that board is attached for looks. So the rest of the structure is held up with, like, you can see these like heavier boards right here. So here, here, and here.
Okay, Ms. Buell, at the bottom of this photograph, there is it looks like a wall made of CMU or something similar. Would you agree that this structure is attached to that wall?
Yes.
Okay, do you know through what fasteners or other tools, what other methods the wooden structure is attached to the wall?
I mean, I hired a professional carpenter, so I have no idea, but he used professional level wood and bolts. Once again, like, if what I'm saying is, if the court, works with me on this, I don't think I need to run it by you guys with the building materials if I don't need these permits, but I don't want it to fall either. And so, I hired a professional guy and he used, I'm not a builder, so I don't know the name of these.
Okay,
these
I have no
things.
further questions for Ms. Buell. Thank you, Ms. Buell.
All right, any further questions from the board? Want to take an executive session? All right, and we'll take an executive session and we'll be back in, it's according to my watch, it's 3:30. We'll be back within 5 minutes, I expect.
Apologies for interrupting, Mr. Chairman. Will the board, will the parties make closing arguments when you return, or? Yeah, and I can promise again that I will, I know everyone says this every time, no matter what, but I will be brief.
Let's listen to closing arguments and then we'll have our discussion.
Knowing that there could be questions after closing arguments potentially.
All right, so Ms. Buell, have you any further statements you want to make as a closing argument?
I mean, I guess, can I go second or can I take a break before
No, I mean, we've heard your position. We understand it. Is there anything further you'd like to state?
Mr. Pincus,
Yeah, I mean,
I'm sorry.
unless there's nothing new presented, I already presented my case. So, yeah, I guess I would just appeal to you guys, the same thing.
Okay. All right, thank you. Mr. Fernandez.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Chairman. The administrative code A301.1.1 says a building permit is required for the following activities. 1, construction or erection of a structure. That is obviously extremely broad, which is why the building code, the administrative code, excuse me, provides a pretty extensive list of exceptions. Similarly, for a zoning code, it is similar, a very broad definition of what requires a zoning code and then a lengthy list of exceptions. Ms. Buell described and put on the screen for the members of the board to see some of the exceptions that apply, and the city doesn't contest that an awning that is less than 120 square feet and a pergola that is less than 120 square feet, as long as I think they're accessory to single-family dwellings, does not require a zoning permit. The simple fact of the matter here is that this structure, while I freely admit, looks very nice, looks to be, at least aesthetically, very professionally built. It's simply not a pergola or, excuse me, it's simply not a pergola and a separate awning. It is one, it's kind of indescribable because it's one of a kind. I've never seen anything quite like it. But it is a structure attached to Ms. Buell's home that is, by her own drawing and testimony, 17 by 16 feet, which would make it well over 120 square feet. If this were split up into two structures, and if those structures met the code definition for pergola and awning, and each of those structures were under 120 square feet, we would be in a completely different posture, and Ms. Buell would very possibly be correct that no permits are required. I honestly, I do credit her for a very, well, I'll just say, again, the photographs speak for themselves. It is a single structure. There are single pieces of wood that run all the way across the property vertically, and there are pieces of wood that run all the way across the property laterally. And so I would ask the board to consider the photographs, consider the fact that this is one unified structure, well over 120 square feet, and consider that there has been no relevant exception to the zoning or building code requirements identified to this board, and ask that the board affirm the city's position that the violations at issue here were properly issued by the city.
Thank you, Mr. Fernandez. We'll take a executive session. We'll resume hopefully at 3:40. Shouldn't take that long. Thank you. All right, we're back on the record. I want to make sure Ms. Buell is present. I see Jennifer Buell, yes. And Mr. Fernandez is here.
Good afternoon, Mr. Chairman. Sorry.
All right.
I am here.
Yes.
We're ready to vote the case. We've heard closing argument. I don't believe there's any further discussion necessary, and we'll vote the case. My vote is city affirmed.
City affirmed.
City affirmed.
City affirmed.
All right, the board has taken, made its decision. It's unanimous that your appeal has been denied. The city's violation notices are affirmed. You may appeal our decision. You'll get a written notification from the board advising you of our decision and how to proceed if you wish to appeal our decision. All right, Ms. Buell? This
Am I
concludes
allowed
the
to
ma-
communicate with like the lawyer or the other guy? Or I mean, as I mentioned, you know, if I do need to cut the structures in two, that's possible. So how
You'll
do
have
I?
an opportunity, the letter will specify how you may appeal the decision. Our decision is to affirm the city. All right?
And if I
But-
may, Mr. Chairman, I would say, yeah, Ms. Buell can certainly reach out to me. I would just say while we're here on the record that, you know, removing that one section of wood won't necessarily bring this into compliance, but I'm happy to continue to have discussions with her about potentially referring her to someone at LNI who can discuss legalizing the structure or otherwise getting away from the zoning and building code requirements if possible.
Is that, I don't know who's talking, actually, sorry.
Mr. Fernandez has indicated a willingness to speak with you. You have his contact information. You can speak with him. This matter is concluded. Thank you.
Okay.
That should bring us to number 27 on today's list, HA 2024-005362 for 5721 North Second Street, Anita Sem.
Anita Sem, is this your case, Mr. Fernandez?
It is, Mr. Chairman.
Anita Sem, is Anita Sem present?
Hearing no response to the call of the appeal, The city respectfully requests that this appeal be dismissed for the appellant's failure to appear.
Appellants listed PO Box 225 in Montgomeryville, PA on their appeal application. Notice of today's hearing was sent to that same mailing address on September 3rd, 2025.
Chairman Pincus, if we can make sure we read the whole number. I don't know if we read.
Yeah,
the whole thing.
let's call the case
Yes.
one more time, please.
One more time. This is case number 27, which is HA 2024-005362 for 5721 North Second Street, Anita Sem.
Once again, is Anita Sem, SEM, present, 5721 North Second Street. Is there anyone present regarding this property? Hearing no response, what is your request, Mr. Fernandez?
The city respectfully requests that this appeal be dismissed due to the appellant's failure to appear.
What time do we have, Mr. Pettit?
3:46 PM.
My vote is to dismiss for failure to appear.
Dismissed for failure to appear.
Dismissed for failure to appear.
Dismissed for failure to appear.
Very good. Thank you. You concluded, Mr. You look very concluded.
Yes, that concludes my business before the board. I don't know if there's other matters.
Um,
I'd be happy to stick around just in
Why
case
don't you,
anything else.
I believe we have.
There are
We
several.
have
others.
one more,
Okay, we have-
according to my records.
Yes, 51. is
Yeah,
that-
number 51. And I do believe that they are in a breakout room, the appellant and the attorney for the city.
In that case, I'll step back. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Thank you, members of the board, and I believe I will see you on Thursday.
Have a good afternoon.
Thank you, and I apologize for the charger error and appreciate your patience.
You're welcome. Who is the counsel on number 51? Ms. Reinhardt? Go. We're off the record for the moment, Mr. Kelly. We're back on the record. Mr. Kelly, just getting you up and down this afternoon. All right, we're waiting.
Apologies, Mr. Chairman. I just bumped my camera, which has the recorder on it, so I had to stabilize it. I am ready to go back on the record.
This should be number 51 on today's list, HA 2025-000251 for 52 North 60th Street, Gwendolyn Taylor.
Mr. Galuzza, if I'm saying it again.
Yes, so I was just speaking with Ms. Taylor in a breakout room, and we've come to an agreement for a city affirm with a 4-month stay of enforcement. Ms. Taylor, if you could please unmute and confirm that you have agreed.
Yes,
I'm looking, oh, Ms. Taylor, okay, can I ask you can I swear you in, please? Would you raise your right hand?
sure.
Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you give today will be the whole truth and nothing but the truth?
Nothing but the truth.
So is that a yes?
Yes,
Thank you. Very good. And you've come to an agreement with Mr. Galuzza with representing the city as to the resolution of this appeal?
yeah,
Okay, and Mr. Galuzza, you said it's city affirmed and a 4 months?
With a 4-month stay of enforcement, that's correct.
4 months stay of enforcement. Is that correct, Ms. Taylor?
yes, but he has to finish telling me about the cleaning up, what he's talking about.
Yes, I'm happy to provide further information as soon as we are, well, I can do it now if you like. The terms, as we discussed outside, would require the property to be maintained in a safe and clean condition. As we discussed, that involves the removal of the trash in the rear yard, the removal of the weeds in the rear yard, and that the property itself just simply be maintained in that clean, safe, and secure condition as we discussed.
Is that agreeable, Ms. Taylor?
The backyard is agreeable, but nothing else is wrong on the property. I don't have any broken windows. I don't have any broken
That's
doors.
not what Ms. Taylor,
Yeah, so you haven't been, as we discussed outside, you have not been cited for any broken windows. There's nothing in the
Okay.
violation about that.
Okay,
all right, you understood what Mr. Galuzza said. It
right. So
has
it's
to be done.
basically the backyard.
Okay, very good. Then we have-
Okay,
we'll mark
agree.
the matter
Backyard only.
as settled by agreement,
All
okay?
right. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
So
Thank you,
4
Ms.
months
Taylor.
prior from today.
That's
Thank you, Ms.
correct. Yes,
Taylor.
ma'am.
You're dismissed for the rest of the day.
Okay, thank you.
And I believe that concludes all our matters for today.
Very good, Mr. Kelly. I believe that concludes today's hearings before the Illinois Board of License and Inspection Review. Thank you for coming in. Thank you, Mr. Galuzza.
My thanks to the board.
Yeah.
Thank you, Chair.
Okay. Thank you.